Hello everyone, welcome to PsychoPsych, a platform where we explore the fascinating world of mental health and well-being. In today's episode, we are going to look at one of the disorders that are categorized under neurodevelopmental disorder. And the disorder is attention deficit hyperactive disorder. Attention deficit hyperactive disorder is characterized by a persistent pattern of inattention, hyperactivity, or impulsivity with onset during developmental period. Do you have a child or have you come across a child that is always very hyperactive, pays less attention, very impulsive? This is some of the features of this disorder. That brings me to what are the features of this disorder? When I say features, I mean the things that you can, when you see them, you will know on a consistent and persistent level. You will know that this is this disorder we are talking about. What are the features of hyperactive attention deficit hyperactive disorder? One is inattention. A child that has this pays less attention in every activity he or she is carrying out, whether in school, outside school, anywhere the child is always, he or she always pays less attention to details. Also, a child that has this disorder tends to be impulsive, tends to be hyperactive. It's always at everywhere at every time. As I'm saying this, are you using your mind to, think, ruminate? Are you ruminating over situation of children that you have come across that has this disorder? No, it does not mean that every child that is always hyperactive and pays less attention, impulsive, is suffering from this disorder. No. According to ICD, International Classification of Disorder, ICD 11, this disorder, once it persists for not less than 6 months, you will know for sure that this is what attention deficit hyperactive disorder. This disorder comes with a lot of challenges. A child that has this disorder tends to find it very difficult to stay in one place. It's always very hyperactive, pays less attention, is always very impulsive, jumping from one end of the classroom to the another end of the classroom. If he's in a social gathering, finds it very difficult to stay in one place. According to research findings and according to statistics, the prevalence of this disorder is 5 to 7% of children and adulthood. Although, according to research findings also and statistics, the prevalence of this disorder is low in adulthood compared to childhood. Also, according to statistics, the attention deficit hyperactive disorder, is more in male compared to female, and the ratio according to statistics is 2 to 3 is to 1. Also, the prevalence percentage is 5 to 7% worldwide. What are the features of attention deficit hyperactive disorder? One is inattention, hyperactivity, impulsivity, temper tantrum, antisocial behaviors like disobedience. Remember I said that these features, according to ICD-11 and DSM-TR5, have to be persistent for not less than 6 months. It has to be persistent. So when you see manifestation of these features in a child for no less than 6 months, you know that it is ADHD. Not minding that there are differential diagnosis of this. There's some disorders that comes with these features, which includes anxiety disorder, mood disorder, example, depression, bipolar, operational deviant disorder, autism spectrum disorder, thyroid disorder, traumatic brain injury. This differential diagnosis also has some clinical presentations that looks like attention deficit hyperactive disorder. But remember, it said that these features have to be very consistent for not less than 6 months in a child. Once it's not less than 6 months in a child, you will now know that clinically this is this disorder. You may ask yourself, wow, does this disorder has treatment options? Yes, of course. Then, if yes, what are the treatment options? Okay, let's go into that. What are the treatment options? Number one is parent-child behavioral therapy. It's a kind of therapy where you engage the parents and the child that has this disorder. There, you teach and train both the parent and the child, teach them some techniques that they will use in order to manage this disorder. Also, you can use stimulants. Yes, medication can be used to bring down the hyperactivity. And also, you can use what we call avoiding distractions. Here, you teach a child that has this disorder on how to do what? Avoid distractions. It's time consuming, but does it work? It works. Definitely, it works with statistics and research findings. Avoiding distractions can be taught to a child, and it works, and it helps to manage this disorder. What treatment option again can we use? Adhering to daily schedule. Here, you teach a child on how to adhere on a daily schedules. Through that, a child that does the schedules will be rewarded both positively or negatively. When I say positively, when the child does the things that was scheduled for he or she to do on a daily basis, you can reward a child. When he or she does not do the same thing, you can still reward. We have so many ways of rewarding: positively, negatively. Punishment. When I say punishment, it does not mean that you go and get cane or whatever and start flogging the child. There are so many ways of giving a child a punishment for he or she to understand that he or she needs to do what? Do these daily schedules. That is one of the treatment options. In conclusion, ADHD is a long condition, in conclusion, ADHD is a long life condition for most, with 60 to 80% of children experiencing symptoms into adulthood. Though hyperactivity often lessens while inattention and impulsivity persists, according to statistics, but it can be managed in as much as that is a long life condition. So we are going to draw our curtain for today. For today in this episode. Till I come your way next time, I still remain your therapist, Dr. Njiri. Thank you and bye.